All right, I'd like to open up public session. Nobody has signed up to speak. Anybody in the audience like to speak? Seeing none, I'll close public session. Meeting starts at 7:30. I'd like to call the meeting to order. Will you please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Clerk, please call the roll.
His Honor the Mayor.
Here.
Councilor McBrady.
Here.
Councilor DeMassey.
Here.
Councilor Hill.
Here.
Councilor Wilmot.
Here.
Councilor Gosick.
Here.
Councilor Tesorio.
Here.
Councilor Cordino.
Here.
All present.
Thank you. There's nothing under the mayor's report. Any councilors have anything to add? Seeing none, will clerk please call resolution 229.
Approved minutes Common Council meeting held June 10th, 2019.
Councilor DeMassey, Councilor Hill. Any comments? Will clerk please call the roll?
Councilor Tesorio.
Yes.
Councilor Cordino.
Yes.
Councilor McBrady.
Yes.
Councilor DeMassey.
Yes.
Councilor Hill.
Yes.
Councilor Wilmot.
Yes.
Councilor Gosick.
Yes.
Resolution passes 7-0.
Clerk please call resolution 230.
Appoint Commissioner of Deeds.
Councilor Tesorio, Councilor Wilmot. Any comments? Clerk please call the roll.
Councilor Tesorio.
Yes.
Councilor Cordino.
Yes.
Councilor McBrady.
Yes.
Councilor DeMassey.
Yes.
Councilor Hill.
Yes.
Councilor Wilmot.
Yes.
Councilor Gosick.
Yes.
Resolution passes 7-0.
Clerk please call resolution 231.
Approve use of public space, William T. Cole, owner of commercial property located at 360 West 1st Street, in order to erect a new dumpster enclosure.
Councilor Gozick, Councilor Wilmot. Any comments? Clerk please call the roll.
Councilor Tesorio.
Yes.
Councilor Cordino.
Yes.
Councilor McBrady.
Yes.
Councilor DeMassey.
Yes.
Councilor Hill.
Yes.
Councilor Wilmot.
Yes.
Councilor Gosick.
Yes.
Resolution passes 7-0.
Clerk please call resolution 232.
Approve use of public space, Oswego Noon Rotary Club, in order to place a sign in Leota Park.
Councilor Wilmot, Councilor DeMassey. Any comments? Clerk please call the roll.
Councilor Tesorio.
Yes.
Councilor Cordino.
Yes.
Councilor McBrady.
Yes.
Councilor DeMassey.
Yes.
Councilor Hill.
Yes.
Councilor Wilmot.
Yes.
Councilor Gosick.
Yes.
Resolution passes
Will
7-0.
clerk please call resolution 233.
Approve use of public space, Oswego Pride Committee, in order to host their annual parade and festival on Saturday, September 14th, 2019.
Councilor McBrady, Councilor Gozick. Any comments? Clerk please call the roll.
Councilor Tesorio.
Yes.
Councilor Cordino.
Yes.
Councilor McBrady.
Yes.
Councilor DeMassey.
Yes.
Councilor Hill.
Yes.
Councilor Wilmot.
Yes.
Councilor Gosick.
Yes.
Resolution passes 7-0.
Clerk please call resolution 234.
Approve use of public space, H. Lee White Maritime Museum, in order to host the 2019 Oswego Paddle Fest on Saturday, August 17th, 2019.
Councilor McBrady, Councilor Gozick. Any comments? Clerk please call the roll.
Councilor Tesorio.
Yes.
Councilor Cordino.
Yes.
Councilor McBrady.
Yes.
Councilor DeMassey.
Yes.
Councilor Hill.
Yes.
Councilor Wilmot.
Yes.
Councilor Gosick.
Yes.
Resolution passes 7-0.
Clerk please call resolution 235.
Approve use of Veterans Park by Victory Transformation Incorporated for their annual prayer for the prodigal, to be held Saturday, July 13th, 2019.
Councilor Tesorio, Councilor Hill. Any comments? Clerk please call the roll.
Councilor Tesorio.
Yes.
Councilor Cordino.
Yes.
Councilor McBrady.
Yes.
Councilor Massey.
Yes.
Councilor Hill.
Yes.
Councilor Wilmot.
Yes.
Councilor Gosick.
Yes.
Resolution passes 7-0.
Clerk please call resolution 236.
Approve use of public space by the Oswego YMCA in order to host the annual Harbor Fest Run on Saturday, July 27th, 2019.
Councilor Cordino, Councilor Hill. Any comments? Clerk please call the roll.
Councilor Tesorio.
Yes.
Councilor Cordino.
Yes.
Councilor McBrady.
Yes.
Councilor DeMassey.
Yes.
Councilor Hill.
Yes.
Councilor Wilmot.
Yes.
Councilor Gosick.
Yes.
Resolution passes 7-0.
Clerk please call resolution 237.
Approve road closure of East Albany Street, Caruso Brothers Memorial Boulevard between City Line Road and Campine Drive during Super Dirt Week events to be held October 5th through 15th, 2019.
Councilor Wilmot, Councilor DeMassey. Any comments? Councilor Tesorio.
Yes, I was just wondering, through the city clerk's office, if this got amended to allow pedestrian traffic through the gated area for the people that live down below and up above to be able to, access Albany Street. so they don't have to walk all the way out to 104 and get to their destinations. I didn't know if that got done or not.
Yep, right in the resolution, it talks about the pedestrian walkway.
It does? All righty, okay. Thank you very much. I'm all set.
Great. Any other comments? Questions? Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor Tesorio.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Counselor McBurney.
Yes.
Counselor DeMassey.
Yes.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Counselor Wilmot.
Yes.
Counselor Gosick.
Yes.
Resolution passes 7-0.
Clerk, please call Resolution 238.
Grant waiver of the noise ordinance to Christine DeSantis of the Sting of Oswego Incorporated, located at 49 West Bridge Street during the months of June through September 2019.
Counselor Hill, Counselor McBrady. Any comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor Tesorio.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Counselor McBurney.
Yes.
Counselor DeMassey.
Yes.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Counselor Wilmot.
Yes.
Counselor Gosick.
Yes.
Resolution passes 7-0.
Clerk, please call Resolution 239.
Approve junk license Philip Gordon and Sons Incorporated.
Counselor Cordino, Counselor Gozick. Any comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor Tesorio.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Counselor McBurney.
Yes.
Counselor DeMassey.
Yes.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Counselor Wilmot.
Yes.
Counselor Gosick.
Yes.
Resolution passes 7-0.
Clerk, please call Resolution 240.
Authorize mayor to enter into an agreement with Business Automation Services, BAS, for online dog portal in the city clerk's office.
Counselor Hill, Counselor DeMassey. Any comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor Tesorio.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Counselor McBurney.
Yes.
Counselor DeMassey.
Yes.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Counselor Wilmot.
Yes.
Counselor Gosick.
Yes.
Resolution passes 7-0.
Clerk, please call Resolution 241.
Authorize mayor to enter into a lease agreement for a new copier in the processing room.
Counselor Gozick, Counselor Cordino. Any comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor Tesorio.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Counselor McBurney.
Yes.
Counselor DeMassey.
Yes.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Counselor Wilmot.
Yes.
Counselor Gosick.
Yes.
Resolution passes 7-0.
Clerk, please call Resolution 242.
Motion to rescind resolution number 209 dated May 28, 2019.
Counselor McBrady, Counselor DeMassey. Any comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor Tesorio.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Counselor McBurney.
Yes.
Counselor DeMassey.
Yes.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Counselor Wilmot.
Yes.
Counselor Gosick.
Yes.
Resolution passes 7-0.
Clerk, please call Resolution 243.
Approve bids received for the purchase of various construction and trade materials for use by the Department of Public Works.
Counselor Hill, Counselor Gozick. Any comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor Tesorio.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Counselor McBurney.
Yes.
Counselor DeMassey.
Yes.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Counselor Wilmot.
Yes.
Counselor Gosick.
Yes.
Resolution passes 7-0.
Clerk, please call Resolution 244.
Motion to rescind resolution number 164 dated April 22nd, 2019.
Counselor McBrady, Counselor Hill. Any comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor Tesorio.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Counselor McBurney.
Yes.
Counselor DeMassey.
Yes.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Counselor Wilmot.
Yes.
Counselor Gosick.
Yes.
Resolution passes 7-0.
Clerk, please call Resolution 245.
Approve bids received for the purchase of coarse aggregate stone and limestone.
Counselor Tesorio, Counselor Hill. Any comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor Tesorio.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Counselor McBurney.
Yes.
Counselor DeMassey.
Yes.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Counselor Wilmot.
Yes.
Counselor Gosick.
Yes.
Resolution passes 7-0.
Clerk, please call Resolution 246.
Approve transfer of funds from the sewer fund contingent account to the West Side wastewater contracted services account for elevator repairs.
Counselor McBrady, Counselor Cordino. Any comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor Tesorio.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Counselor McBurney.
Yes.
Counselor DeMassey.
Yes.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Counselor Wilmot.
Yes.
Counselor Gosick.
Yes.
Resolution passes 7-0.
Clerk, please call Resolution 247.
Approve transfer of funds from the general fund contingent account to the personnel fees for service non-employee account.
Counselor Tesorio, Counselor Hill. Any comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor Tesorio.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Counselor McBurney.
Yes.
Counselor DeMassey.
Yes.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Counselor Wilmot.
Yes.
Counselor Gosick.
Yes.
Resolution passes 7-0.
Clerk, please call Resolution 248.
Approve budget amendment to the garage equipment account for funding of the purchase of 3 fleet vehicles for use by various departments, which was approved per resolution number 224 dated June 10th, 2019.
Counselor DeMassey, Counselor Tesorerio. Any comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor Tesorerio.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Counselor McBurney.
Yes.
DeMassey.
Yes.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Counselor Wilmot.
Yes.
Counselor Gossett.
Yes.
Resolution passes 7-0.
Clerk, please call Resolution 249.
Waive rules of the Common Council to present resolutions number 250 through 254 from the floor without committee consideration.
Counselor Gozick, Counselor Hill. Any comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor Tesorerio.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Counselor McBurney.
Yes.
Counselor DeMassey.
Yes.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Counselor Wilmot.
Yes.
Counselor Gossett.
Yes.
Resolution passes 7-0.
Clerk, please call Resolution 250.
Approve sale of property located at 315 Walnut Street.
Counselor Tesorerio, Counselor DeMassey. Any comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor Tesorerio.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Counselor McBurney.
Yes.
Counselor DeMassey.
Yes.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Counselor Wilmot.
Yes.
Counselor Gossett.
Yes.
Resolution passes 7-0.
Will Clerk please call Resolution 251?
Approve sale of property located at 285 Maple Street.
Counselor Tesorerio, Counselor DeMassey. Kevin, do you want to talk about, just because the three are the same, what we're doing here?
Of these three properties, the city of Oswego took them over for back taxes. The county forecloses on behalf of the city of Oswego, and then we can either put them up for auction through the county auction or retain title to the properties and then either market them, or we do have a disposition of property policy that allows the city to give the property owner some additional opportunity to repurchase that property under certain circumstances. In all three of these cases, these are owner-occupied properties that fell behind in their back taxes for whatever reason, and there's a host of them, but in each case, the property owner has requested that the city consider essentially transferring the properties back to them. The condition that is in our policy and that I presented to each of these property owners is that the only way I could present this to the Common Council is that the city's made whole of all costs associated with the back taxes. So that's not just the taxes that are owed, the penalties, the fees, the transfer tax, and the paperwork that's needed to convey the property back to the property owners. In these three particular cases, all owner-occupied again, if the council approves each one of these, calculate based on all of those fees that would be coming back to the city, that the city would realize somewhere between $40,000 and $45,000 in revenue. And none of these, again, I want to be clear, these are not properties that are being marketed to somebody to take advantage of somebody else, flipping the property, if you will, making money off of the city. These are all private property owners. In two of the three instances, I'm aware of directly that they are making investments back into their property. Again, there are a number of reasons why this happened. I think, and I've presented this to the council, that these were all, if there is such a term of good faith or not intentional, the folks fell on hard times, they've recovered, they have the money to pay. This is not a payment plan. These are not being mortgaged back. We're not holding paper on these. These are lump sum payments that we'll realize. And again, the condition is that when they present us with a check for the total amount that's due, we write them a deed and transfer the property back to them. I'm happy to answer any questions if there are any, but
Great. Any comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor Tesorerio.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Counselor McBurney.
Yes.
Counselor DeMassey.
Yes.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Counselor Wilmot.
Yes.
Counselor Gossett.
Yes.
Resolution passes 7-0.
Clerk, please call Resolution 252.
Approve sale of property located at 19 East 6th Street.
Counselor DeMassey, Counselor Wilmot. Any comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor Tesorerio.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Counselor McBurney.
Yes.
Counselor DeMassey.
Yes.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Counselor Wilmot.
Yes.
Counselor Gossett.
Yes.
Resolution passes 7-0.
Will clerk please call Resolution 253?
Approve bid submitted for the replacement of field light bulbs at Legends Softball Complex.
Counselor Tesoriero, Counselor Hill. Any comments? I said Tesoriero and I was looking at Corradino. Can Corradino sponsor that one? All right, sponsored by Counselor Corradino, second by Counselor Hill. Any comments? Counselor Corradino.
Thank you. I just wanted to explain a couple of different things. As everybody's aware, we did sign a contract with Champions Events, a 5-year contract to manage the fields, and this is part of the contract where we're responsible for certain things. There are 6 lighted fields up there, as everybody knows, and these lights aren't aesthetic lights. They're the lights that actually illuminate the field, and not only is it critical for lights to be illuminating the field to see the ball, and so you don't get hurt, but it is part of the contract that we signed with them, that we would maintain the lights on the poles. These lights have been there for 25 years, and as far as my research has indicated, this is the first time that we've replaced light bulbs on this field. So that's not a bad deal if you think about it, every 25 years. So I don't know about you guys, but I don't plan to be around the next time we need to vote on light bulbs. In any event, I ask for your support on this resolution.
Great. City Chamberlain has a note. We need to actually amend that, or did we all get the gist?
So you're saying that the account number doesn't exist, or should just be removed?
Debbie, do you want that amended, or you think that's the note is enough?
No. So let me just be clear. If the monies are coming from the general fund, it's
Well, it's not the worst thing that could happen.
okay. So, but it will be going into the softball reserve account. Is there a number to that? No. No. Then, all right. I guess to be just clear, we ought to amend this to remove reference to A 2026.
Counselor Hill to amend. Need a second to amend. Counselor DeMassey. Will clerk please call the roll to amend Resolution 253?
Counselor Tesoriero.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Counselor McBrady.
Yes.
Counselor DeMassey.
Yes.
Counselor Hill.
Yes to
Counselor Wilmot.
Yes.
Counselor Gosick.
Yes.
Motion to amend passes 7-0.
And now to vote on the amended resolution. Clerk, please call the roll.
Counselor Tesoriero.
Yes.
Counselor Cordino.
Yes.
Counselor McBrady.
Yes.
Counselor DeMassey.
Yes.
Counselor Hill.
Yes.
Counselor Wilmot.
Yes.
Counselor Gosick.
Yes.
Resolution passes 7-0.
Will clerk please call Resolution 254?
Express support for the revocation of the International Joint Commission Plan 2014.
Counselor Gozick, Counselor Corradino. The Plan 2014 was put in place in December of 2016 by the International Joint Commission, made up of 6 members, 3 appointed from Canada, 3 from the United States. The purpose of Plan 2014 was to raise the lake levels for various reasons, enhance wetlands, help muskrats, so on and so forth, better environmental plan, supposedly. I think where the plan goes wrong, and I think where the IJC is wrong, is nobody thought it would do as much damage and the water would be as high as it is now. Here in the city of Oswego, in the last 3 years since the plan was put into effect, we've seen documented $7 million in damage along our shoreline, anywhere from erosion behind Brightback Park to infrastructure damage at the wastewater plant in our marina, behind our east side wastewater plant, to our infrastructure out on Shore Road. We've seen residential property negatively impacted out on Shore Road. We've had to close the marina. We see areas in our river walk, because the water in the lake pushes more water up into our river. We've seen damage done there as recently as a couple days ago when the sidewalk collapsed. So I think while maybe the intent of Plan 2014 is fine, the fact is the negative impacts and devastation that has occurred since then I don't think is acceptable, should not be acceptable. I think the IJC can fulfill the goals that they had initially in Plan 2014 without the negative impacts that we're seeing to this degree. I don't think they saw this sort of devastation coming. They need to begin to let more water out of the dam and work on maybe amending or fixing Plan 2014 so that it'll still achieve the objectives without doing as much devastation that we're seeing. And I believe the City of Oswego has a responsibility to be a voice to our citizens, not only our residents on the lake, not only the residents in the city who come down and enjoy the river walks in Brightbeck Park and our new improvements, but also the boaters and the folks who are traveling to come see our water or stop in our marina. It's just not excusable. And the fact is, if they do not make a change, we're going to see more damage. We've actually been somewhat lucky that we haven't had a wicked windstorm with high waves come in off of the lake, because the breakwall is virtually useless at this point because of the high water, and that's why we actually closed the marina, is because it was an unsafe condition with the high water, but once waves and winds start kicking around, we'll really see much more damage. So we fully intend to apply for some money. We already have some money coming in from FEMA to fix some of the damage done. We're going to apply for some of Governor Cuomo's READY money to mix in some economic development projects and to build our waterfront back to what it was, to better than ever before, and also build it back not to what it was, but to accept these high waters as the new normal, with the understanding that I don't believe the water has to be this high. I think they can still achieve their goals without this sort of damage in the water being this high. So I believe we have a responsibility to stand up. We made several adjustments to our marina in 2017 and 19. Instead of complaining about the water being high and doing nothing about it, we didn't complain, and we made adjustments and built makeshift structures and made accommodations to our boaters in 2017 and in 2018 and 19, so we're not just complaining. But at this point, despite what the IJC is saying, first they said the peak was going to be in the beginning of June, then the beginning of June rolled around, the water continued to get high. We should be seeing some relief by now, and we're not. It's still as high as it has been. I would argue they need to be paying attention and better manage the water all year round, not wait until April and say, well, now it's raining, the water's too high, we can't possibly let it out enough. And of course it has been a rainy season, but I've lived here my entire life, and I've never seen flooding along the lakeshore like this, like we have in the last 2 of the 3 years since Plan 2014 took effect. So either that is a crazy coincidence that the last 2 of the last 3 years has resulted in flooding and Plan 2014 has nothing to do with it, or Plan 2014 has everything to do with it. I tend to believe that Plan 2014, the intent was to raise the lake levels, and we're seeing the damage that's being done because of it. And I don't think it needs to be this bad. They need to suspend Plan 2014, work on a plan, again, I've said it, that achieves their goals, the goals that they set out, without causing this level and extent of damage and devastation to everybody along the Lake Ontario shoreline. So we're trying to make the best of the worst situation. In doing the job on behalf of our residents, it's time for the IJC from both countries to do theirs. Any comments from the council? Councilor Gozick.
Yeah, just to piggyback on what the mayor says, not only as elected representative of the city of Oswego, but also as a resident of this region of upstate New York, the waterfront is the most important economic driver for this whole region. We went to Fairhaven for a Cub Scout camping trip. The beach is washed out. I go out kayaking, and it's extremely dangerous. The water patterns have changed. I've kayaked. I'm a experienced kayaker for 15 years, and it's treacherous. It's very dangerous. I had a couple really close calls because of the water levels, and that's our waterfront. Like, nobody can go out to kayak. Nobody can go out to bike along the waterfront because the path's wiped out. So I'd ask them to really consider that because our quality of life as residents as well in this region and our economy, a lot of these businesses like restaurants, the waterfront restaurants, they're half full on beautiful summer nights because of the fact that people can't get their boats there. So I would like the IJC to please consider that and hear our call here because it's important for a place like Oswego. We only get a couple nice months. We can take advantage of our waterfront and that's passing by really rapidly. So I just wanted to echo what the mayor had to say.
Any other comments? Councilor McBready.
So just to piggyback on what the mayor and Councilor Gozick had said, it is absolutely the case that the waterfront is a major economic driver in our area and the devastation has been unbelievable. At the same time, it is definitely a very complicated situation, and with the Great Lakes as a whole being at historical level highs, I think we need to accept that it's not just one thing. And I think while it is important to call on the IJC to make changes, I'd like to see more focus on getting ready for the new normal. So that, we have some control over how we build, where we build, and we need to start exercising that control so that we're building safely for higher waters, encouraging homeowners when they get monies to renovate and to mitigate the damage that was done so that they're not just building the same old, but getting ready for being better the next time it happens. Thank you.
Great. Any other comments? Councilor Testorio.
I think it's the most irresponsible thing they've ever done to control the lake levels. And I'm sorry, Susan, you need, the new normal doesn't help the people that have lost everything. So we can say, okay, that this is the new normal. But what do we do about these poor people that have lost pretty much everything? For how many years was it fine? How many years did we not have this issue? I can't remember it.
Yep.
I'm a little bit, just a touch older than the mayor, and a little bit younger than Councilor Cordino, but I can never, ever remember us having to deal with this devastation. And, I don't know what they were thinking. Is it because, was it because Canada doesn't dredge and we do? We didn't have any issues. Our boats came in. We never had an issue. We took care of what we had to take care of. If they're not doing it, why should we have to pay for that? And I know we're very limited, but I think we need to have a stern voice to go back to say, hey, not just us, but right up and down the shoreline, these poor people have lost, like you said, look at the revenue we're going to lose this year. It's going to be in the hundreds of thousands of just recreational boating that's gone, that we count on. We got Harbor Fest coming down the pike that, boats are not going to be able to get here. It's a terrible thing. So, yeah, I think a strong message back to them is adequate, and I encourage it, and thank you for bringing it to the council, because we have to stand up for the people of the community and what's right, and this is very, very wrong. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other comments? Seeing none, clerk, please call the roll.
Councilor Testorio.
Yes.
Councilor Cordino.
Yes.
Councilor McBready.
Yes.
Councilor DeMassey.
Yes.
Councilor Hill.
Yes.
Councilor Wilmot.
Yes.
Councilor Gozick.
Yes.
Resolution passes 7-0.
Any unfinished business to come before the council? Seeing none, I'll take a motion to adjourn. Councilor Hill, Councilor Corradino. Any comments? Clerk, please call the roll.
Councilor Testorio.
Yes.
Councilor Cordino.
Yes.
Councilor McBready.
Yes.
Councilor DeMassey.
Yes.
Councilor Hill.
Yes.
Councilor Wilmot.
Yes.
Councilor Gozick.
Yes.
Resolution passes 7-0.
Meeting is adjourned.